Hi guys, I'm back. Okay, so the wig is done. I actually had to, let me move you, my darling. I actually had to set it in front of my space heater for several hours tonight. Once it's done, you take it and peel the saran wrap out of the inside, and this is what you end up with. A wig that fits exactly perfectly. Usually it fits exactly perfectly. When I put this one on our darling here, I found that where I had envisioned the front to be, kind of droops down over her face quite a bit. And I'm thinking, I don't know if I like that. So it's a little bit big on her. I don't know how in the heck that happened, but we just have to glue it down and go from there. You know, that's about all you can do. I had folded up a portion of it earlier so that I could see how I liked it that way. And my goodness, do you know I've made this darn thing so floppy, I can't find the center. That's a problem. Okay, there's the, there's the center. I found it. All right. And like I said, if while you're manipulating this thing, a few of these strands come off, just reglue them. It's not that big of a deal. You know, nobody's gonna lose any sleep over this. Okay, I think that's good. This is how we do it. Oh, you guys. Seriously. I smear the glue into the lid, into the thing. Smear it around really well so that I get good coverage. And then I also put the glue on the doll. Now, the only other thing that I've done is I put pom-poms. I glued pom-poms to her shoes, and I put shoes and socks on her. That's it. Everything else has been peeling the saran wrap out of this, and it's not hard to peel the saran wrap out. Mainly, I peeled it out not on camera, mainly because of having to let it finish drying. There was a couple thick spots, and I thought, screw this, I'm not going to sit here and wait all night. So I took the saran wrap out and then laid this in front of my space heater and babysat it. And I literally mean I babysat it. I came in here and I sat with it until it was completely dry. Do not use a space heater and leave it unattended. That is bad. Not that I have to tell you guys that, because you're obviously intelligent, because you're watching me. So, I mean, intelligent people stick together, you know. So, I have decided on her name. Her name is Calamity. Her story will follow. A friend of mine actually gave me the idea for the name. I was drawing a brain fart, and she was like, hey, what about Calamity? And I thought, that gave me a name boner. I'm using it. So, Calamity it is. All right. Oh my gosh, this glue is so thick. And I've already poured resin. It's sitting here degassing for the covering the rest of the doll. I've poured way more than I need, so I have to hurry this along because I don't want my resin to cure before I can use it. Okay, there's glue in there. Now we just smear some glue around up in here, and then also, you know what, you guys, excuse me, I have to stand up. I am too short for this. Oh, jeez. I smear glue around the top. You can't see because she's out of the frame. I can't help it because I don't have someone to hold my camera. Oh my gosh, you guys, honestly, getting this part right is the most complicated thing, and it's just the camera parts. Doing the dolls, a million times easier than making the videos. Anyway, you smear glue everywhere where there was glue before. It doesn't have to be a thick coat. Just a good coat. I mean, I'll show you before I put that wig on. Get somebody who's got really strong hands to do this for you, because it's tiring. Especially if you got arthritis. Holy Toledo. And I'm trying to use like the air pressure in the tube is my benefit by bending the tube and getting the air to push the glue out, but it still hurts. Okay. That's what she looks like. That's what the wig looks like. And I'm thinking I lost the front again. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Come on, Crystal. Get your crap together. My goodness. Well, oh well, it's going on like this. I hope it's the right way. Because I truly do not know where the front of this wig is. This looks good though. We're going to run with it. Okay. Now you get the wig on. You get it situated where you want it. Mash it down really good. Don't be afraid to use a little bit of force. Here's my cup. You can see that I have sliced it. I've sliced it so that it may go over her head, and see, it protects her face so that I can tie this down with yarn. It fit better on the other doll though, I'm not gonna lie. This cup is kind of might be out of its size, but I'll do what I can with what I've got to work with. You know how I do. I don't let things get the better of me if I can help it. I just need it to hold tension on that wig. That's all I need it to do. Then you tie it in a bow real tight. And if this doesn't work, then tomorrow when I come back, it's dry, I will redo it. What are you gonna do? Okay. Now I'm to lay her down because I need to move all that yarn out of the way. I got to get to, I'm going to tip you forward so that you can see what I'm doing. I got to get to the chest cavity. Tuck her clothes aside a little bit. Here's the heart. And here is the resin that I mixed. As I said, I mixed way more than I needed. So it's been sitting here degassing and getting thick. I am going to pour a little bit into here, as much as I think I might need. Probably more than I need because that's my luck. And I'm going to use my blood color. So, get out my paint. I'm going to take a popsicle stick. And I'm going to just take some black and some red and mix them really well. And resin does not like water, so use the least amount of paint that you can to achieve the effect you want. Acrylic paints are water-based, so we need to remember that. I am using literally that much paint, and that will color all of that resin. It's really good. Okay. So, stir this all up. Now, when I do this, I have to stand her up after I get the chest cavity filled because the drips are important to show. And, where was I going with that? The drips are important to show, and I want them to basically drip in a downward manner and not a backwards manner when she's standing up, you know. So you can see as I'm glopping this on why it was not important to me that the bones looked perfect or that anything looked perfect, because I'm putting resin all around the outside and all around the inside of this. And then once this is done, I will, I don't know, maybe this might need some red. I'll put this color in first and I'll add a little bit of red, a little more red to it and go from there. Now once I get this in, I really don't care if the shirt sticks to it, you know, because I'm actually going out of my way to kind of glue the shirt with resin to the outside. So if it hits it, I don't care. Oh dear. How am I going to do this, people? How am I going to do this, people? Her hair is going to get everywhere. I got to keep this hair back. And I got to, oh, see, I don't want the hair in it. I really don't want the hair to get in it. Grab my binder clip. My goodness. Seriously. I think that'll work. I think that'll work. Okay, you can see some of the resin dripping there. I'm going to do the heart, and I think you can see it. I don't know. That's better. Okay. So this is all there is to it, just covering it and basically letting it drip back off. I want her sleeve to get icky. I want the heart to get icky. I want it all to get icky. Now my desk is covered in a non-stick mat. So whatever resin falls on it, it's fine, because once it's dry, it'll just peel right up. If your surface is not covered with something, cover it with something before you do resin. I ruined my desk with resin. I have spilled resin in my kitchen floor. That was fun. I have gotten resin all over myself. I get this stuff everywhere. Everywhere. And, you know, it is not easy to clean. But I love resin. I think it's worth it. Love this stuff. Basically, I know you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just kind of glopping it on and making sure I'm not leaving any non-glossy spots. You know. I think I got it everywhere. Get the back of her hand, because the back of her hand should be gloppy, like way up there. All right. Set this down there for a second. Where are you, Red? Where are you? It's orange, it's purple, blue, purple, magenta. Magenta's a pretty color though. Aha! Bright red. I'm just going to put a couple drops of this in there. And swirl it. And then drip it. I really made too much blood. I really did. But, you know, it was needed. I'm going to get this everywhere on purpose. I want it to drip. I want it to look realistic. And it's not going to look realistic if blood isn't like basically spurting everywhere. At least that's my thinking. I'm thinking you rip your own heart out of your chest, you're going to have a goodly amount of blood everywhere. You know? I want it inside her top. It's got to be just... bleh. That's what it's got to be. It's got to be hideous. I wanted even some on that thing. On her sleeve. I don't want it on that. I'm going to sneak some up inside her sleeve. Because, you know, this shit will get everywhere. And I think that's pretty much it. I think that that's all we can do for tonight is sit here and watch this drip. I think it looks pretty good. I left her base open on purpose so that the blood drips on her base, it would match, you know, it looks more better. It looks more better. Guys, something happens to you when you start doing art. At least something happens to you when you start doing this kind of art. I don't know. All right. I have gotten as much as I can get. I'm going to try to tuck that and let it glue to there so that this is obvious. I'm liking this. I do like how she's turning out. I like that the blood is dripping in places I hadn't thought it would drip. I like where it's going. I think it's awesome. And I have to go do something with the rest of this resin. So this is going to be a short video, guys. I can't do a whole heck of a lot while the resin and the hair is wet. But I'll be back tomorrow and check it out on Instagram because I put pictures of her up on Instagram. And I got it everywhere. I did. I got it everywhere. Par for the course for me. I don't want to touch my phone. Anyway, I put pictures up on Instagram and on Facebook. So if you want to take a good close-up look, she's up there. She's got a lot of interest. Apparently clowns are popular. I might have to do more. Give me a like and a subscribe, please. And come back and see her tomorrow. I honestly think that tomorrow she will be completely done. I just have to sign her. Unless I'm forgetting something. And if I'm forgetting something, please remind me. Because that would be awful. All right. Thank you very much. I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.